Hey everybody, moving on to part 8, which is going to be continuing our story on tragedy. I've had a couple of people ask me why I don't make a longer video, and it's because the size of them to upload would take too long, and I'd rather make 2 and 3 4-minute segments, which are quicker to upload. So moving on, let's continue where we finished up on 7, which was regarding Albero and the Foxwell case. Okay, let us move on to something that we've just recently had a spat about, which is Joe's lies to people that he paid for Sarah Foxwell's funeral. Okay. Sarah's grandmother, Roberta, sent me that email that she had sent to Joe about the trash that he had said and done to her. I posted it. It hurt him like something he never had felt before, because people were looking down on him for the first time, and he did not like it. So what does he do? He comes up with his little cockamamie story that it was a big misunderstanding. He never meant all that. Actually, Joe, yes, you did. Because you know what? I had 3 different people tell me that you told them, you didn't even know who these people were because they didn't want you to know that they didn't like you, that you had paid for her funeral when I knew that you had not paid a single penny. So then you want to sit and actually claim on your little whiny video of apology that you had good intentions. Well, Joe, you know what? If I call and I ask the price of a Ferrari, does that mean I own one? You know what? And it was this, the Holloways knew that I was trying to raise money. I wasn't trying to raise money for anybody. I even had said that I didn't necessarily think it was a good idea to put money into that fund, but I didn't do so because I thought that they were trying to rip people off. I did so because I just had reservations about it, not because of the character of the grandmother or the family. But no, for you, it's some sinister ulterior motive. You know, it's at Tinfoil Hat Society. The meetings are at 809 Camden on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, you know, I just found it to be quite amusing that you wanted to play that little route of, oh, you know, I had good intentions. No, you didn't, Joe. Your intentions are never good. Your intentions are to try to get your name out there, because if you were an anonymous donator, then why did you have to go around and say anything to anybody about paying for the girl's funeral, including the grandmother? If you were doing something out of the goodness of your heart, which you don't know, like with the snow blowing, where it's like, oh, I got to take 17 pictures of myself blowing snow. You want to blow snow and do it for the right reasons instead of doing it to try to promote yourself, then don't take a camera. Don't have Bruce go out there and take pictures of you in 17 different snow blowing poses. I mean, because all it is self-promotion. You might just get a big billboard on 13 that says, look at me, I'm Joe Albero, please look at me. Which I know is something that you have to have people looking at you. I mean, like I said, you should have never said anything anyway. When the grandmother wrote that letter or whatever, you should have just been like, okay, well, I know that I paid for it, if you had. But instead, no, you never even did that. And then you're like, oh, well, the Disharoons. You know, I called and asked them to again. But you didn't pay for anything, so why are you going around saying anything about, like, I paid for that? You didn't pay for shit. You sat there and lied to people, telling them you paid for a funeral for a little girl that you didn't. And you know why? Because you wanted to be able to have your name out there, and you thought that the people that actually paid for it wouldn't come out and come forward because they wanted to be anonymous. So you even screwed them over. I really hope you're proud of yourself for that. And you know what? The Disharoons, I want to say something. Okay, you all did a great job with that headstone, donating it. But I'm going to tell you, you should not have let Albero come out there and take that picture of those headstones until Jennifer and her close family had come out there. And by doing so, that was trashy on your part. Plain trash. So we will continue on with the story of this in the next segment. I just want to keep it within 4 minutes. So I'll be back in just a little bit with part 9.